finish work to inflation. Power through most jobs with the Craftsman 6-gallon air compressor, made in the USA with global materials. It's designed with a 6-gallon tank and an oil-free pump that recovers quickly so you can keep working. A high PSI drives more nails than a traditional 135 max PSI compressor. For added convenience, it's designed with dual couplers and it starts up easy in cold weather. Plus, its lightweight construction and cord wrap make transportation and storage a breeze. Make big jobs a little easier with this Craftsman 6-gallon air compressor. Craftsman, we build pride.
Our portable compressors can be used by anyone who owns a car. Since it's recommended to check and maintain your tire pressure monthly, these compressors make it easy for you to do so. Maintaining proper tire pressure is important because it helps your tires last longer, it's better for gas mileage, and it makes for a smoother ride on the road. We recommend checking and inflating your tires before you start driving for the day when the tires are cold, since heat will cause the air to expand and increase pressure in the tires. Next is our 88P, larger and faster than the previous models. It's geared towards large trucks and SUVs with a max tire size of 33 inches. The compressor has a max working pressure of 120 psi at 1.47 CFM. It includes a 16-foot air hose and a 10-foot power cord. You can easily reach any tire you're trying to get to and get back on the road quickly. Now we'll get into how to use these compressors. First, remove the compressor from the carry bag and make sure the power button is in the off position. Connect to either a cigarette outlet or battery and make sure your engine's running. Connect to the tire's valve stem and turn the compressor on. You'll need to turn the compressor off to get an accurate PSI reading. Once finished, make sure the compressor is in the off position. Unhook or twist off the valve stem, remove the compressor from the power source, and put away in the carry bag for later use. Before you do that, make sure the compressor has enough time to cool off prior to putting it back into its storage bag. So whatever your tire fill needs are, Buyer's promise is to consistently deliver performance, reliability, and value.
ARB has been manufacturing and designing compressors for decades. Over this time, 3 units have evolved that will cover any need off-road, whether it's a compact air compressor for running your air lockers only, a mid-size compressor that will run your air lockers and is also good for re-inflating tires up to about a 35-inch tire, or the big twin, which will run your air lockers, inflate tires up to 37-inch, no problem whatsoever, and will run a series of air tools. Now we're going to take a look at the CKSA12, our small compact compressor. This little dynamo is feature-packed. The mounting system allows you to clock the compressor any way you wish. And by the way, you can orientate this any way you wish, whether it's on a wall, underneath the seat, laying down, upside down. Either way, the compressor is happy to work in any orientation. The filter system is serviceable. Inside there's a little foam filter which can be cleaned regularly, recommended especially in dusty conditions. You have a full snap together wiring loom as described earlier with an on-off switch. Only for air lockers. This thing is durable and it will run for many, many years without issue. However, it isn't designed to pump up tires. It's just a little bit too small for that application. But for air lockers, this is a ticket. Our CKMA12 is a real workhorse. It is the heart of our compressor lineup. It is by far the go-to compressor for many, many reasons. Again, full snap together wiring loom with switches, relays, and all the compressors come with a pressure switch to regulate it so it'll turn itself off when it gets to desired pressure. And while I'm on that, 100 psi is what the mid-size compressor and small compressor will pump up to. The twin will get up to 150 psi before it shuts off. But back to this guy. Many features in this. Thermal cutout switch in the motor. So if it gets to get a little bit hot, it'll shut itself down. And when it cools off, it starts right back up again. The intake here, the breather, very important. Unlike the smaller one, this one has a sintered bronze filter, which can be taken out, washed, very effective. I think it's down about 4 microns it'll filter. The crank in this has got a roller bearing, very robust. It has a hard anodized bore. There's a carbon fiber ring on the piston. The mounting system has got little vibration isolators on it, and this can also be rotated and orientated in any direction, up, down, sideways, light down underneath the seat. Very powerful for its size, class leading as a matter of fact. This into a 35-inch tire will give you about 7 psi a minute at sea level. The ARB Twin, the Big Mac Daddy of them all. This is as big as you can make a 12-volt air compressor. Weighs about 20 pounds, but it's extremely robust, very high output. Originally it was designed for a government contract, but that has since been satisfied and now it's been released for civilian use. Many features on this. It's got a fan, so it's 100% duty cycle, constantly cooling itself. They're working in harmony, both these compressors. However, it is a redundant system, so if one overheats and just cuts out, which is extremely rare, the other one still hums along fine. All the features you find in the midsize are in this. Thermal cutout switches, big roller bearings on the crank. You have sintered bronze filters. The compressor itself is probably our most popular unit, simply because its output, which is second to none in the industry. Having built compressors for so long, we really know what the customer needs. First off, you want a wiring loom. You want a plug-and-play system that you just put it together. You don't have to figure out what amp draw your wires are going to be requiring. All the relays, all the switches, everything you need for a plug-and-play system comes with each compressor. Very important. A lot of times when you buy a compressor, it may have a pair of alligator clips, or quite often there's no wiring at all and you're left to figure it out. With ARB, we give you the full kit. Let's have a recap of the ARB compressor line. Things you'll find throughout the line are wiring looms, very important for installation. On-off switch, obviously very important. Pressure switches, these are important for regulating the pressure throughout. On the extreme end, the twin compressor, often found in race trucks, industrial use, or for those of you that have really big tires and need a lot of air. The mid-size compressor, our go-to compressor for the broadest applications. Great compressor up to a 35-inch tire and very effective for air locker use, of course. And then we have our entry-level compressor here, running air lockers only, not really suited for pumping up tires. If you are going to be pumping up tires, these two come with optional kits. You will use a manifold with the twin for doing that job or for running air lockers as well. And these two are also available in a portable system, which is very handy if you want to take from one vehicle to the next rather than hard mounting. Well, there's the ARB compressor line. For more features and benefits and technical specifications, we invite you to please look at arbusa.com.
Hi, my name's Larry and I'm part of the product development team here at California Air Tools, and today I'm excited to introduce you to one of our new quiet air compressors. In front of me today is the California Air Tools Light and Quiet 1P1060S air compressor. This air compressor has our new large piston oil-free design. It produces 1.2 CFM at 90 PSI, which is 50% more air than competitive air compressors. This air compressor has a recovery time from 90 to 120 PSI of only 15 seconds, and it will fill this 1-gallon tank in 50 seconds. This air compressor is great for airbrushing, light engraving tools, nail guns, staple guns, brad nailers, finishing nailers, inflating, and blowing things off. This air compressor is designed for portability. It's lightweight, it's only 29 pounds, and it's small enough where you could put underneath a bench, in a cabinet, in a storage area, out of the way, unseen. The air compressor is only 56 decibels. That is 30% quieter than any other air compressor in the industry, and this air compressor at 56 decibels is less than a normal conversation. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear these so you can get an idea of a comparison. Next to me is a standard air compressor, and this air compressor is at 90 decibels. You can hear, but I can barely hear me talk. That was 90 decibels, and here's the light and quiet air compressor. This air compressor is only 56 decibels. As you can tell, you can easily talk over it. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, contact California Air Tools.